How you
Hey,
doing?
good, thank you. I'm Tariana. Come
Nice
on
to
in.
meet
Have a seat.
you. Just this one here?
Yep, this one there. Fantastic.
I feel like we haven't tapped into like the potential of humans, you know. So like I sort of think that my brain works better if I just sort of let it come, you know.
Think about things as they come to you.
Yeah.
I'm going to just go and make a brief phone call to my colleague and see what he recommends. So if you just hang tight, I'll be back in just a few moments.
Okay.
Thanks, James. Oh, hi, it's Tariana calling from the Seco Clinic. I was just wondering if you've got time to discuss a patient that I have. He has been sleeping for about 1 hour a night and spending the rest of the 23 hours planning on going to visit Barack Obama and Prime Minister of New Zealand. He seems quite agitated in the clinic as well. I'm just sort of wondering whether he's in the throes of a manic episode.
Simulated patients are used throughout the medical school.
They're Marion number one. The best thing about working on an actor is that at the end of the day, the worst thing that can happen is I just get bad feedback. So I can make as many mistakes as I want and just learn from it, and nothing bad is going to happen. And it sounds like the most likely thing that you've got from eating the chicken is something that's called salmonella.
Okay.
Which is basically just a nasty form of food poisoning.
We're strong believers in experiential learnings.
Okay, so nobody's expressed any concern that this might be like a little bit different from your normal behaviour?
There's quite a bit of research in the medical education literature around the importance of using simulation for training medical students.
Do it and stuff and like really try and make it happen.
Okay.
A simulated clinic gives students a chance to run an entire consultation with a patient from when they take the patient from the waiting room to when they send them home with a plan of action.
Well, I've got this coil thing, you know, that thing.
Yeah,
I don't really know what it's called.
Intrauterine device.
That would be it.
Yeah. Have you got a partner or been having?
Oh yeah, I'm married. So.
Oh, you're married?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. And so it's your younger sister getting married?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. What happens is when people do start on a marina, they can have irregular periods. So your last period was about 8 weeks ago?
Yeah, that'll be right.
Okay. Is there any chance that you could be pregnant?
I certainly hope not.
Yeah.
We use them as a way of getting them to really practice what it is to be a doctor. And when the students recognise that they've made a mistake, they've missed something out, they take that very seriously because they do feel responsible and they learn from that.
And tell me if I've got anything wrong.
Okay.
Because there's a few things going on.
Yeah.
So
It's an experiential process for the students. They really learn what it is to be a doctor by actually being the doctor.
I feel like we're allowing them to make mistakes and not have consequences.
Yeah, we're really like the medical training equivalent of a crash test dummy.
Like my brain will like put
process
things
it.
together and like come up with really good new ideas. I sent tons of letters to John Key and I haven't heard back from him, and then I thought he's got no power anyway, so.
It's definitely a really safe environment to sort of get your feet and get an idea of what you should be doing with patients who present for various different things.
One of the really important things that we rely on our simulated patients to do is to give our students feedback on how the consultation went.
The feedback that we give has to be honest. I mean, it's got to be constructive, but we do it from the perspective of the character.
Our actors come from a business called Outstanding Performance, and they are trained in that specifically on how to give feedback and how to do the simulated patient role.
like rupture is what we call it, and then you could bleed. I'm sorry, it's such a lot to take in.
So what do?
Yeah, so I guess from here...
I mean, what we do as actors with these doctors is really, really important. I mean, we have a crucial part of their training.
So how it looks like it's going to work is we'll put an IV line in here. Yeah, I think there would be right up there with some of the best learning tools that we have.
They learn about focusing on the outcomes for the patient.
We can practice real human interactions but being safe.
I feel like we're making better doctors.
Yeah.
Everyone needs medical professionals to look after them at some stage in their life. So we need people who have empathy and actually can deal with you as a person.
I feel so much more confident after doing the Seco clinics, and the only thing that would have improved it would be having more time in the clinics, so more different patients.
Yeah, more patients.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I was to see one of these doctors in the future, or if a family member or loved one was, I would hope that they were properly trained in bedside manner really, and were a big part of that.